Hello, so today I am going to explain the first assignment. Okay, the first assignment consists of two class files, Student Finance Center and Student Savings Account. The main method will be in the Student Finance Center. So I declared two integers count, which is used for the try-catch block, and the g equals to 0, which is for the array. So I instantiated the Student Savings Account with an array named stud, which has 100 elements. Okay, so this will be the menu. The user can create an account, transact his account, get his PIN number, and can exit the program. But it will be parsed first to integer, so this will be used. So if b here is equal to 1, if meaning this one, it will ask for the account name, account number, PIN, and account. After inputting those fields, it will prompt for the successful of the registration, account registration. So after filling those four, it will be stored in an array in the G index, and then the G will be incremented. So if it's 0, it will now be 1. So after creating an account, the user can have his account transact. So if he wishes to have a transaction, he will choose the number 2 option, and then so this will be the number 2. It will ask for the PIN number. So if the PIN number matches with the account, it will proceed to another menu, which is this one. So a for loop is being used in here. This line means that the string account PIN is declared to get the getPIN method, which is this one. This method returns the account PIN of the account. So then the bool field here with type boolean is declared so that if if the PIN number matches with the get PIN here method, it will proceed. Account PIN equals ignore case z equals ignore case means the two strings matches. So if it match, then it will proceed to another menu. So an if else statement is used here. If bool, meaning if this one matches, the PIN matches, another menu will show up, which is this one. Welcome account name. The account name is being called because it is this one. And then a for loop again is being created. So if the user wants to deposit, here you'll have to choose the first option here. Then it will prompt for the amount to deposit. and then it will be parsed again. If the user entered an amount, the stud_i.deposit, the deposit method will be called, which is this one. Account balance equals account balance plus amount. So X here will be the amount entered by the user. It will be stored there, and then a message will show that you have successfully deposited after entering the amount. So now the user will have an balance of whatever he wants to deposit. Then if the user wishes to withdraw, another message, another input is being shown. Enter amount to withdraw. Again, it will be parsed. So if the user withdraws below the amount, below the if the user withdraws below the maintaining balance of 50, this will show up because the user has to maintain a balance of 50 in his account. And if he withdraws higher above the maintaining balance, he can withdraw, and it will display you have successfully withdrawn. The stud_i that withdraw here is, so the withdraw method is called account balance equals to account bal minus amount. Then the message you have successfully withdrawn will be shown. Then if the user wants to have balance inquiry, you will have to choose the third option. Then that stud_i.bal inquiry method will be called in the student savings account, which is this one, and then it will show up the current balance plus the account bal message dialog. And then if the user wants to display the account information, he will have to choose the fourth option, and the display account info method will be called, and the following will display: account name, number, PIN code, cash loan, and the account balance. Then after that, if the user wants to have a cash loan, he will have to choose the fifth option, cash loan. And if the cash loan is not equal to 0, a message that says sorry, you still have an outstanding balance will show up. Cash loan must be equal to 0 in order for you to be able to have a cash loan. If not, a message will display sorry, you still have an outstanding balance of the following amount, please manage your balance. Message will be shown. That is if you still have, that is if your cash loan has balance. Now if not, you will have to enter the number of months, and then the stud_i.cash loan will be called, and this will be it. And after that, a message that says you have successfully loaned will be called. Then you will have the cash loan. Next, if the user wants to pay his loan, you have to choose the sixth option, which is pay loan. and then it will show the current loan, and then you have to input the amount you have to pay, and then the pay loan method will be called in the student savings account, which is this one. Cash loan is equals to cash loan deduct to the amount entered, and then return cash loan. And after that, the message containing "you have successfully paid" will show up. Wrong spelling, paid. It's PAID. And then the user wants to change his PIN number, he will have to choose the 7th option, and then it will ask for the current PIN number. And if the PIN number entered is equal to the get PIN method, the input is equal to the get PIN method, then it will ask for the new PIN number. And then it will set the set PIN will be called, the PIN you entered will be in the set PIN method, and after that the get PIN method will be called the get PIN. The amount, the value of the get PIN will be the same as the value of the set PIN, since you already entered the new PIN. The get PIN now will be changed, and then after that message will be shown, "You have successfully changed your PIN number." That is, if you enter the correct PIN number, and if not, a message "invalid PIN number, please enter an existing one" will be shown if your PIN number you entered is not correct. And then if the user wants to exit, you can exit the transaction by choosing the 8th option. Now if the user wants to if the user forgets his PIN number, he will have to choose the third option from the main menu, which is the get PIN number. So this will be it. The for loop is being used, and then it will ask for the account code, and then if the account code is equal, if the input is equal to the get code method, equal to the value of the get code method, which is this one, it will display the message "your PIN number plus the value in the get code method." That is, if the input is equal to the get value of the get code method. And then that will be it. And now if it's not equal, if the input is not equal, then it will display invalid code message. That is, if the input is not equal to the value of the get code method. Then if the user wants to exit, he can choose the 4th option, and then the program will exit. So in the catch block, the number format exception is used. This is for if the input is not integer, it will display the error message. Just like, for example, if I type any characters and not integer, the number format exception error will display, or the message. That's how it works. So now if we try to create an account number, account PIN, account code, and then the message, successful message. Now if we want to transact our account, we'll choose the second option, and you have to input the correct PIN or not. If not, you will be returned to the main menu, just like this. So in order to go to another menu, you have to enter the correct PIN, and now you will be in your account and you can do what you want. If you want to deposit, you have to choose the first option in the menu, which is deposit, and you have to enter any amount you want, like 50. Then a message, successful message, will be shown. Then if you want to withdraw, you can choose the second one, and you can enter a amount, but you cannot enter below the maintaining balance, which is 50. You are not allowed to withdraw below the maintaining balance, just like this. If you put 50, it will display a message that you are not allowed to withdraw below the maintaining balance. Now if you want to check your balance, you can choose the third option, then it will be displayed. If you want to display your account info, you can choose the fourth option, account info display, and then your information will be displayed in this with your cash loan and account balance. Now if you want to have a cash loan, you can choose the fifth option, cash loan, and then you have to enter the number of months. This is if your cash loan is equal to 0, then you have successfully loaned in the 10 months. Then if you want to pay your loan, you have to display. If you want to display your account with the cash loan in it, this will be the result. Then if you want to pay a loan, you have to choose the sixth option, and then your current loan is 150, so if you want to pay the entire one, then you can pay. Then you have successfully paid 150. Wrong spelling paid. Next, if you want to change your PIN number, you can choose the seventh option. Then you have to enter your current PIN. If you did not enter the correct current PIN, to display an error message, invalid PIN number. Please enter an existing one. So you have to enter the correct PIN, which is 1. Then you will have to choose your new PIN. You have to enter your new PIN. Then you have successfully changed your PIN. Next, if you want to, if you ever forgot your PIN number, you can choose the third option in the main menu, the get PIN number, and then you have to enter your account code to get your PIN number. If you entered a wrong account code, it will display an invalid message, but if not, it will display your correct PIN number, and that will be it. Now if you want to display again, this will be your current PIN number, your current info. Then if you want to, after all the transactions, you want to exit the program, you can choose the fourth option, exit. And so now I'm going to save the accounts to a text file. So to do this, the print writer is declared, print writer, and then if the user wants to create an account, it's just the same. You have to enter the account name, number, PIN, code, and a successful message. After that, I will be calling the print writer. Then it will be named new file. It is also, the file writer is also being called here, and this will be the address with that true, so that accounts will be added and not overwritten. So to write, I declare the new file that write 100. This is just an indication. And then next, new file that write a pin to write the pin number. Then next line, same, account name, account number, and account code. And then the new file will be closed. So to test, let's create an account. Trani, account number 1001000, account pin 1234, account code 5678. Then there's the successful message. So let's check the notepad. So here it is, the indication, the pin number with the account name, account number, and account code. So it's now saved, the account is now saved. So if we will add again, Alvin, account number 2000, account pin 1, account code 1, then a successful message. So to check,